Hi, this is Becky with Life Keys Energy, and today we're going to do a gentle flow working on hamstrings. For today's flow, you'll need a strap, a block, and a blanket. If you don't have these props, that's okay. Maybe you have a beach towel that you can use instead of a blanket. Maybe you have some big books hanging around that you can use. Maybe you have a scarf or a belt or something else that you can use in place of the strap. The props are here to help us get into better alignment and get just a little bit deeper. So go ahead and join me standing up today. We're going to start in mountain pose, Tadasana. Bringing those feet about hips distance apart, rolling the shoulder blades down the back. Staying here, taking a couple deep breaths in. Inhale, lift up, upward salute, really stretching out through those fingertips. Exhale, bring those hands down to Anjali, heart center, hinge at the waist, fold, forward, forward, fold. Now, if you get here and the floor is super far away, that's when we're going to grab our block or our book and bring the floor up to us. If you find that you can reach the floor, go ahead and rest the hands on the floor or maybe on your block. Relax the tension out of the neck and simply sit here, taking some deep breaths. And walking the hands over to one side, find the shin, the ankle, the side of the foot. Getting a twist here, noticing how the hamstrings are feeling. Releasing the tension out of the neck. And walking the hands to the opposite side, find the ankle, the shin, the side of the foot. And coming back to center. You're going to interlace the fingers, bring the fingers behind the occipital, add just a little bit of pressure here. Breathing in for 5 more deep breaths. Exhale, release the hand, bring the hands down to the mat. Step back with one foot resting on the ball of the foot. From here, you're going to drop that back knee down, heel toe that knee back just a little bit further, and inhale, lift up, low lunge. Starting to press that hip forward, really starting to stretch out that hip flexor. So breathe in here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lean back just a little bit. Inhale, come up. Bring the hands down to frame the foot. Roll back on the heel. Toes point up. Half Hanumanasana. Remember, hips stay high, head goes low. If you need to activate the hamstrings just a little bit more, tuck that extended leg back up into the hip. Flat back, breathe here. Maybe fold a little deeper. Coming forward, planting the sole of the foot onto the ground. Bring the hands to frame the foot. Turn the toes under, lift up. You're going to start to shift the weight to the front foot. As you lift that back leg up, standing splits. Maybe hanging onto the ankle with one hand, maybe hanging onto the ankle with both. Exhale, release, forward fold. Starting to sway side to side. Noticing any difference that there might be in the hamstrings already. Putting a big bend in the knees, place the belly onto the thighs, wrap the arms around the thighs, let that head get heavy. Breathe in here. Slowly start to straighten the legs, keeping the belly in contact with the thighs. Activated forward fold. Exhale, release the hands to the mat. You're going to step back with the opposite foot resting on the ball of the foot. From here, bend the knee, plant the knee onto the ground, release the toes. Inhale, lift up, low lunge. And starting to drag that hip flexor forward just a little bit. Inhale, lift up, exhale, lean back. Inhale, come back up. We're going to bring the hands down to frame the foot. Roll back on the heel. Flex the feet. Draw those toes up towards the face. From here, we're going to tuck that extended leg back up into the hip. Hip stays high, head goes low. Breathe in here, Hapamanasana. And maybe fold a little deeper. Inhale, lift up. You're going to plant the sole of the foot onto the ground. Bring the hands to frame the foot. Turn the back toes under, push up. Slowly start to shift the weight to that front foot as you float your back foot up towards the ceiling, standing split pose. Maybe hang on to the ankle if you'd like the balance challenge here. Exhale, release, forward fold. We're going to plant one hand onto the block or onto the floor. Bend the same knee as the hand that you've just planted and float the opposite arm up towards the ceiling. Breathe in here. Exhale, release, switching sides. Plant the hand, bend the knee, float the opposite arm up. Exhale, release. We're going to put a big bend to the knees, lift the toes, plant the hands underneath the feet. Toes come into the big crease in the wrists. Start to shift the weight to the balls of the feet as you straighten the knees. Breathe in here. Exhale, release the hands. We're going to grab the strap, roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, coming to stand. Finding a drishti or a focal point 3 to 4 feet ahead of you on the floor, you're going to take your strap and bring it under the arch of one foot. From here, you're going to inhale the knee up, hang on to the strap, straighten the leg. Lead with that heel. 3 deep breaths. And open the leg out to the side. Leading with that heel, lifting up tall. Coming back to center, slow and controlled. Transfer the strap into the opposite hand. Bring that foot across the midline, IT band stretch. Exhale, release, shake it out. We're going to come to the opposite side now. So ground down all 4 corners of the feet. Find your drishti 3 to 4 feet ahead of you on the floor. Bring the strap underneath the arch of one foot. Inhale, lift that knee up. Exhale, lead with that heel. Really starting to get into those hamstrings. And then open that leg out to the side. And coming back to center. Transfer the strap into the opposite hand. Cross the foot over the midline, IT band stretch. See, even yoga teachers have wobbly days. Inhale, come back to center, shake it out. So we're going to go ahead and come onto our backs, onto the ground. So grabbing our straps still. We're going to do that same stretch we just did, but we're going to do it laying down. So taking away the balance aspect of this. We're going to bring the strap under the arch of one foot. Lift that foot up towards the ceiling. Lead with the heel. Your supporting leg can stay bent, or maybe you straighten it depending on your flexibility. We're going to hold here. And hanging on to the strap, we're going to open that foot out to the side, getting into the hip here. Both hips stay glued to the ground, so do the shoulder blades. And bringing the foot back to center, hanging onto the strap with the opposite hand, cross the foot across the midline. Hip comes off the ground, but shoulder blades stay on the ground. Breathe in here. Inhale the foot back to center. We're going to switch sides, bring the strap under the arch of the opposite foot. Lift that foot up towards the ceiling. Lead with the heel. Breathe in here. And hanging on to the strap, open the foot out to the side, getting into the hip. Once again, hips and shoulders stay on the ground. And bringing that foot back to center, transfer the strap into the opposite hand, cross the foot across the midline, IT band stretch. Inhale the foot back to center. We're going to release the strap, hug the knees up to the chest. Start to make yourself into a small ball and roll up and down your mat, eventually coming to a seated position. We're going to grab our blankets for our final hamstring opener here. You want to take a blanket and roll it up so you're left with a little cylinder of a blanket about this size. We'll bring the blanket onto the mat and bring it right underneath the knees. This is going to support the knees just a little bit more. From here, we're going to lift up super tall, creating that space in the spine, and hinge the waist fold forward. You'll notice, though, that my back is still straight. I'm not rounding and slunching over here. Nice straight back, really starting to get into those hamstrings. Lifting that heart space up. Giving the hamstrings space here to relax. In energy medicine, it is said that we store trauma and past emotions in our hamstrings. So when your hamstrings are really tight, I invite you to get still and ask your hamstrings what's going on, what starts to come up. And the thoughts that start to come up for you in these poses, don't just dismiss them. Really take a minute and look at them. And often the body will start to talk to us and kind of give us a clue what's happening. If this starts to feel good, maybe folding down a little bit further, but again, remembering we're going to really keep that spine flat, not rounding, none of this. And then when you feel like you've had enough, walk the hands back, shake out the legs. Take just a minute here. Coming into Sukhasana, starting to rock the hips from side to side, feeling the sit bones on the body. Feeling where the sit bones are connecting with that ground. We're going to flip one hand over, palm come up towards the ceiling, folding the 3 middle fingers down, making that hang loose sign. We're going to bring the thumb up to one nostril and breathe in here. Block this off with the pinky, release the thumb, exhale here. Staying here, inhale. Block this off with the thumb, exhale. That's one round, we're going to do 3. After you're done, return back to yogic breathing. And bring the hands to Anjali Heart Center, pressing the thumbs into the sternum. Thank you for joining me for this hamstring class. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.